Well, hello, great ladies. I am here to talk about courage, do it afraid, and greatness sharpens greatness. I will start with courage, and the question is, what does courage look like to me now, and what did it look like prior to me achieving my goals? I will say life is a journey, so we're always working towards achieving goals and all that good stuff. However, the way I've been able to achieve my goals in a courageous manner is planning one in a very smart way. And when I say smart, my goals are usually very specific and clear. That's for my S. M, measurable. A, my goals are achievable. R, are they relevant? And T, time bound. So whereas I step out in faith and courage, even though I am terrified, I ensure that when I set out goals, unless life happens and I need to tweak them here and there, because life sometimes happens and we do not always have a straight line in regards to achieving our goals. But however, if we know what the end goal is typically, and we have the smart system in place, then usually we do achieve those goals. So for me, courage is planning, thinking up my goals and actually going for them, but in a very specific manner. And unlike prior to me getting on this journey where I did have goals and I did them haphazardly, so my chances of success were 50-50, 30-20, 80-20, just because there was really no method to my madness before. And I'm not saying that I am perfect now. I'm just learning to make smarter decisions in going for those goals. But absolutely stepping out, writing them down, and then going for them. One of the key things I would state would be that the goals have to also be relevant, because you can't be courageous to something that is not really has no relevance to you. So it's also looking deep in yourself and seeing what actually matters, what are you being courageous about, and then taking your energy and doing the things that actually matter. Like what are your life goals? What were you put on this earth to do? And working towards that. So courage for me then therefore is stepping forward and doing what it is that you'd like to do. Before, my courage was haphazard, and now it's very calculated. However, the feelings behind it are the same. Now, in regards to doing it afraid, I live my life afraid, and sometimes I get up in the morning or at night and I ask God, like, really, God, why can't I just sit down and just not plan all these things and make all these plans and, have these big dreams and, go for them. And sometimes it's in stating what it is that you are going to do, and then the world is expecting it of you. And you're like, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe I shouldn't have started this. What am I really doing? But doing it afraid for me entails even in deep fear, and even when in doubt, and when I have no idea whether my plan is going to work. And sometimes even like the finances, I'm like, but God, why can't I just have a $5 dream? I can do $5 easy. And God is like, no, Jackie, it's going to cost this amount. And you will find ways in which, to plan around it and make it happen. So examples of just doing it afraid is I've always had this dream of starting a channel where I interview people in a channel Success Leaves Clues, because I really want to learn about how successful people get their success. And it doesn't have to entail like celebrities and everything. Yes, that is great. They've gotten there by one method or another, but it also could just be very easily the person sitting right next to me. What are their principles? What are their daily rituals, and how have they been successful at various things in life? So toyed around with the idea, and finally actually launched the show and got one TV presenter in Kenya. Approaching her was a little bit scary, but I managed to do that and got that interview and then I got a business lady in California, and got that going and asked all the questions. And so the show is new, it's a baby, but it's just taking it one step at a time. And the baby has come alive. The third interview will be myself, and that is totally doing it afraid, because somebody watched the shows and approached me and stated they would like to interview me because, well, they want to hear my story. And I was like, I'm the one who's asking the questions. They stated, no, we want to ask you the questions. So I take that interview tomorrow, where I'll be, I guess, bearing my soul in regards to how I do what I do. And it's being vulnerable, because we never feel perfect, and I'm very far from that. But being honest, open, and authentic about the method to my madness, and then also knowing that every day is a learning process, and sometimes I get it and sometimes not, and being willing to be sitting in front of a camera and stating and bearing my truths, where I won, where I didn't, where I was scared, where I was confident, sometimes things like that, where people are watching, assessing, and listening to your entire story. It's scary, but if my story will encourage somebody, I'm willing to be vulnerable, to let them know my truths. And I hope that somebody will be able to pick up and, get on with their life, just to see that you start to have a perfect ending. It's just a fight daily just to be the best version of yourself. I will end with greatness sharpening greatness, and what I will say about that is surround yourself with people headed in the same direction. So where you notice that maybe there's envy, there's hate, there's people who have no goals and no dreams, and usually those people will weigh you down, and they will eat into your emotional currency. And emotional currency, we only have so much. You get up with so much energy and ready, to get your day going. When you see negativity, when you see things that are not aligning with the things that you're looking for, joy, energy, just vibrance, and that go-getter mentality. I'm not stating that sometimes you will not feel down. Yes, you will feel down, but there's some negative emotions, whether you're down or not, that you should really step away from. Things like this are things like gossip, if it is criticism and it's positive criticism, and then criticism that you're supposed to be taking part in, because sometimes people just talk about people and say that it is criticism, but no, it actually is gossip. So when it's you decipher between the emotions that you're supposed to be dealing with and the ones you're not, and the human beings you're supposed to surround yourself with and the ones you're not, figure that out and then step in that circle and move in that direction. Positivity always takes you places. Positive energy always creates elevation. Positive energy always creates elevation. Peace. Thank you, guys.